Hi, it's John, and welcome to my studio. Today, I'd like to talk to you about my 40th album, which I'm just uploading just now. Yay! Woo! Super excited to share that with you, and I also wanted to take a moment to also share a bit about my story, about my journey so far, and to also say a huge thank you. So let me get right into it. I started writing songs in this kind of wave of activity about 3 years ago. So I moved into this house here in Scotland, and was very blessed to have this studio, which was a Zumba dance studio. And I saw that and thought, wow, I could record some music. And I just started recording some cover songs. And when I came here, I really started going through a kind of spiritual awakening, and that process is different for everybody. And a lot changed in my life. I stopped drinking alcohol. I started meditating every day, and I also started writing and expressing myself through music a lot more. And so I have been singing since I was such a young kid, and playing guitar since my early 20s on and off, and in a few bands. I've been in 3-4 bands through my life, and more recently, about around 10 years ago, I was in a pub covers band for about 5 years, and it was such fantastic fun playing on in pubs and clubs and different events around Scotland and the north of England. And then when I left that band, and I started to write my own music again, I really started on a very kind of different adventure, and I didn't really know where it was going or why I was doing it. And I think quite early on, in the first 6 months or so, I felt like I could get up early in the morning before my family wake up, my wife and 2 kids, and I could get up at 5 in the morning, and I could just meditate and then just see what feelings or emotions come through, and then write a song about it. And as I started to do that at weekends, I realized that actually I felt like I was tapping into something that's really unlimited, that our ability to create is not finite. Our lives may have a finite lifespan in this physical reality, but I think our souls continue on. And I really felt like I could just see how far this journey would go. And so in February 2018, after writing quite a few songs, I began writing a song every morning. And that journey has just been magical for me in so many different dimensions. I think, first of all, I went through a lot of fear for a long, long time. And this was months, maybe even the first year, where I just felt like this is going to stop, this is going to run out. All my songs are going to sound the same. Like, all these fears just like go through you. And the reality is, every song is unique, even though it might sound a bit similar to something I've written before. That's okay. And so what if I did write the perfect identical song twice? I barely remember my songs, so that would be a miracle in many levels. And maybe one day it will happen, but in between that journey, in between all the mistakes, is such a beautiful experience. And so really, why I'm sharing this today is, now that we've just passed 4 minutes, and I've just passed 40 albums, so I'm just uploading that to YouTube just now on my phone. I just wanted to kind of stop in this journey for a second and just explain the journey and how it feels. And it just feels amazing. It's so hard to put into words. There's so many things in this 3D reality that attempt to measure success and happiness. Maybe specifically success, and not a lot about happiness. But the way it feels is incredible. I feel like every day, every morning, the first thing that's on my mind is, I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to tap into this universe, and I'm going to create something beautiful, at very least something that I will consider beautiful, and I will put it together as an expression, and I will share it with the world. And whoever is you know, at that same frequency, the same vibration, same energy, the same mood, the same YouTube recommendation, or the same search that they find me on, or the share from a friend, that song is meant for that person. I think sometimes they're meant for me, sometimes the messages, and I think all songs have an amazing message for me. A lot of, I guess, what you could say I preach about in a song, I also practice. Like it's teaching me, and it's for me, and it's about my mistakes and my darkness as much as anyone else's, and healing it and turning it into light. And the volume, I'm close to 1,000 songs now, and 40 albums takes me, I don't know, it's an average of 13 songs per album, but sometimes it's much higher. And that takes me over 500 songs, and they're on Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon, etc. But I think it's actually taken that many songs for me to acknowledge, I guess, that achievement that I can create sustainably. I have a full-time job. It's long hours, but I feel super blessed. I feel super blessed to be able to have such a beautiful family, to be able to create every day, and to have a warm, safe home around me, and the ability to share, and also more recently to travel, to, even if it's just locally during these times, to be able to wake up next to a river or down by the sea and record a song there in a studio in my motorhome, and then share with the world. I feel super blessed. And if you've made it this far in the video, well done. I think also the really important things, this is what came through meditation today, was about sharing your story. So why am I doing this? And in the first few months, I realized that I needed to choose like a goal. I needed to choose, is this for me? Is this journey to make money? Is it for fame? Is it for proving something to myself? And really the most important thing for me is to be able to help other people, to be able to touch other people, touch their hearts, and in a way that is very difficult to do in so many different kind of expressions. And music's very comfortable for me because I love it, and I was getting an appreciation the first 6 months or so, about 2.5 years ago, that this is something I could do at a relative volume, and therefore I can express a lot. I can express what it feels like just now for me. And I always think when I'm writing a song about how I was before I heard that song, and it could be at the start of the very song, or the start of the meditation that it came from, or it could be years ago. And as we open our hearts, as we awaken, and this whole planet awakens, there can be some scary times. And my music and I am there for everyone to listen to and to resonate with, or not. It's entirely up to you. And so this mission of raising love vibrations, I just feel, is so important. Now, it's hard, right? It's hard to measure. There isn't a YouTube subscriber count, or a page views, or analytics that tell you how much you've touched an individual. But when I do, when I feel that I've touched people, the feeling is incredible. I mean, the comments that I get are just so loving, are just so beautiful. That for me is overwhelming. I never thought on this journey that I would have so much love reflected back to me. It is so humbling. It is so beautiful. And when I read your comments, I reflect on them all day. I sit there at work, or in the task I'm doing, and in those moments of presence between, running around our 3D like daily lives, I feel increasingly more and more those moments of, it's like someone listening to a song, or someone commenting, or when I read a comment and I feel the emotion that comes back from someone. It's just incredible. It's overwhelming, and I want to do that more for the world. I want to share more, and in terms of money and fame, all I want to do is to do this more, to do it with more people, to collaborate with more people, and to not not worry about distractions or fear in this life. Just to keep going and creating every day. And so I can see so much is changing in this world. There's a lot going on in 2020. I don't really need to go into the details. It's different for everybody. I feel super blessed. I feel super grateful. It's enabled me to create more, and to create, I think, in the region of, I'm not even sure the number. I think I was somewhere in maybe the high 20s of albums when this started. And so to be able to create so much, to have a new album every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, feels phenomenal. And it's not about the volume of songs so much as the kind of energy that I can channel through each song, the message, the story, the opportunity to touch a heart, to touch just one person. And when I think about what is the minimum kind of want I would ask back to be able to share all these songs with the world, and this might sound selfish, but just to be able to touch one heart, to just one person, if I could help them, if I can help them with a song, if I can help you with a song, if I can bring a smile to someone's face, then it makes it all worthwhile. All those songs, every single song, even if some people never listen to some of the songs, it's just such a magical journey and such a beautiful experience. And so yeah, what's the future? So if you're John and you're watching this, and you're looking back at yourself in your future, then my advice to myself would be, keep sustainable, keep pace. These are still tough times. Keep spending time with the family, and spending those hours relaxing on the sofa in the living room after you've been busy all day. Make sure there's concentrated periods of time where you're looking after yourself and you're connecting with your loved ones. And also to believe in yourself. I believe that I can learn more musically. I can increase my skills, my vocal range and precision, my ability to play different instruments, to make different sounds, and just every day is an opportunity to achieve that. And finally, magical things are just around the corner. They're around the corner for me. They're around the corner for everyone watching this. And all it takes is enough belief in our hearts, and we can achieve anything. Because our hearts, as Kimber Kiss says, we are the dreamer of our dreams. We are the creators of these realities we live. And so as we discover ourselves through our passions, we are creating worlds and dreams full of our passions and our expressions and our love. And it's just such super exciting times as we raise the love vibrations of this planet, for everyone to be inspired to step into your journey. Your journey will be different to mine because everyone is unique. And no matter how hard it feels sometimes, or how difficult it seems to comprehend that it could benefit people in this world, or that you could somehow do it sustainably, you can. My message to you is you can. And I'm going to keep chasing my dream of raising love vibrations, and I feel like I'm doing it now, and I feel like it's just going to get better and better for the world. And I'd encourage you, whatever your mission is, through love, to create for this world in any way you want. It doesn't need to be every day. It doesn't need to be a song. It can be any pace, any frequency. Just do it with your heart. Do it through love. And remember, you're not alone. My music's always here. I'm always here. And I just want to say a massive thank you. Thank you so much for all your views or your comments or your downloads, all your music streams, all your feelings, all your intentions. It's just overwhelming, and I love what I do and I love sharing with you, and it is a genuine honor to share my passion with you. So thank you so much. If you've made it 15 minutes into John talking, his longest, then well done, congratulations. And I look forward to hearing about your stories and collaborating with you on this beautiful journey as we create in love. Thank you. Sending my love from Scotland.